Good morning. You're listening to Living Art on KPFT 90.1 FM, 89.5 in Galveston. Hope you're having a good morning already. My name is Michael Woodson, and today on Living Art with us is, the band N Daze, and they will be with us the first segment, and then later on, an artist who's showing over at the Newhouse Gallery, Sandra York, will be with us. And we thank you for listening, and we want to remind you that there's a tip jar on your computer at kpft.org, and you can just go ahead and help this little station that can keep doing, and the fund drive's coming up. So please remember us in your financial prayers and your financial acts. Yeah. So thanks for joining us today. It's going to be fun. We have a band that is kind of, what is it? Radical folk punk. That's their song. I don't know. Welcome. And you can, the members of your band are, what are their names? There's Jesse.
Jesse.
I'm Whitney.
And Whitney.
I'm Freddie.
And then
we have Brew back here and Marissa.
And they have a washboard and wash tub instrument, and they do punk. I think I know that punk people and musicians don't like to be labeled, but we have to use language as the radio after all. So we'll get to your music and people can just hear it and not label it. But tell me about your band. I guess Whitney, you're the one who says you're in charge of this one.
Yeah. Basically, we're a riot folk band, and
How did you get together?
Well, it started off in 2008 with me and Jesse. We were living in San Marcos and bored out of our minds, and we just decided to start writing music.
Isn't that the party town, party university?
Yeah, we just didn't know anybody, really. So...
And alcohol only interests you so far.
Yeah.
You can only drink so much.
Yeah. And then a couple years later, we went through a few different members, and nothing really stuck. And then Jesse's little sister picked up the washboard, and it just worked. And then we snagged Freddie from his band, You Not I, which is an awesome folk punk band.
That was a steal, or was it ugly? Tell us the details.
No, it wasn't.
It's kind of like a band merger.
Yeah, it was we all just joined each other's band. We didn't really steal them, sort of.
It was a loving snatch.
Yeah, it was a loving
steal.
Well, the crazy thing is you have a trumpet or a cornet or something. That's like
trumpet.
What's that doing? Yeah. In a punk band or whatever. That's cool.
I was in high school band, and that's my instrument. And
it works too, I'm sure.
Yeah. So that's what.
So the image is the washboard and the tub and the trumpet, and it's like this is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
We try.
And there's something of a do-it-yourself going on, or I hate to be too ideological because it's like you don't want to explain these things, but
we definitely embrace the DIY culture. I guess all of our CDs right now are just wrapped in paper bags, binded with duct tape and Sharpie written on them. So
is that duct tape natural, or you just? I mean, you can't really do duct tape without it being something.
Someone else made the duct tape.
We get the help with the duct tape.
We bought that part.
Well, I duct tape my window open. When it won't stay, so I don't know if people just use it or if
it's a useful tool.
Trash or what. And what else about are you selling your CDs? I mean, you have to eat, right? So there's always a conflict there.
We're mainly donation-based.
Or you made up your own economy?
There's not usually a set price. If we're touring and we really need gas money or food money, then
you can't really barter all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we try as much as we can.
And it's kind of like, it's in a lunch bag, so we can charge you like $10 for it.
Ridiculous. Give us a quarter.
Yeah.
I love this lunch bag.
What's been your experience with the internet music and making money that way? I mean, I did notice that people can buy songs on the internet. Do you cash in on that at all?
I guess on like Reverb Nation they have the buy thing. I have no idea how it works. I don't know if people click it, like where their money would go, or like if we've never gotten any money through the internet though. We're still.
I downloaded MP3s for free.
Oh, there's no shame in that. We encourage that.
But I did give you a $10 donation when I heard you play.
Oh yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Some gas. I guess you get 2 gallons of gas out of that. Let's take the instruments like the washboard. There you are. Why did you pick it up, and what do you think of the washboard?
I love the washboard. I don't know. My brother asked me if I could play it one day. I just picked it up, and it just kind of came to me. Been playing for almost a year now.
Are the gloves special? Can you buy those at a music shop? Or?
Oh, no, I made them myself. I glued banjo picks onto gloves.
Well, we're going to hear some of that, but we got to do traffic and weather in the music break, and then go back to this band that I will not characterize with the term anymore. All right, so stay with us, Living Heart.
This is Pacifica Radio, KPFT Houston. The time is 6:15. Here's a quick look at traffic and weather. There are no accidents to report currently. Traffic is flowing freely. The temperature is 79 degrees. Skies are clear. Humidity 68%. Today's forecast for Harris County, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of showers, a high of 97 and a low of 77 degrees. Air quality forecast is in the good range. And now back to Living Art.
Yeah, this is Living Art, and we are live today with some music. We've got a riot folk punk band, self-named, and it's Jesse Sendejas, Freddie Boatwright, Whitney Flynn, Marissa Sendejas, and Brew Bro. So what we're going to do is just break into some music, and without further ado.
Hopefully we're in tune. Okay.
That's it. So we got this album release at Not So's, and that's what? Tomorrow.
On Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and that kicks off at 8. Yeah, and there's a thing called Facebook, right? That's where they go. No, it's MySpace.com or what? Where do people kind of check you out?
We're on Facebook.
We're on the Book of Faces.
Yeah.
If you search Daze and Daze, it's DAYS, and then NDAZ in Facebook, you'll come up with us. And we have music that you can listen to and contact us through there. And also you can check us out on reverbnation.com/Daze and Daze. Yeah, and we also have music there.
Ward Off the Vultures, and that's the album release. Not Soul's is downtown 314 Main. Hey, you guys are going to Baton Rouge and New Orleans and Birmingham. Can I go along? What's that about? Wow.
Whenever we have school breaks, we go on a tour, typically like summer, spring break, and winter break. So this is our summer tour. We're going to go as high as New York and back.
So you get a bus, or are you going to do this old school micro dot style?
We used to roll in a Toyota Camry. A Corolla, sorry.
4 kids, a bunch of insurance, and a dog.
All right, let's do another song, and then we'll talk a little bit about this thing called that you're organizing, Power Fest. If you're ready, you want to do another one?
Sure.
Yeah. So this is a band called Daze and Daze, DAYSNDAZE, Daze and Daze. Think about it. And they're a band that's having a album release tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Not Soul's 314 Main. Check it out. It's pretty fun, as you can hear. And there's something about a washboard and a trumpet and a bass tub bass.
Yeah, the wash tub.
Wash tub bass. And do you use that to rinse your clothes at the same time?
We used to use it as a caddy to carry our stuff.
There's no dignity to that instrument, but I love it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But come on, they should enshrine that thing. But anyway, we'll hear some music. Let's jam.
This is the devil. Crap. We don't know what to play. I don't want to cuss on your shit. We're off the vultures. Yeah.
No.
Just don't say the F-bomb, no way.
That's what we're doing. We don't want to... maybe Mirror Falls, and we'll just edit it.
That's it. Just don't...
Okay,
just say fire truck.
Yeah.
Facebook.
All wagons got a busty wheel and just down, come back, don't get a more
Fire truck, that was good. All right. Who's the lyricist? Or do we have more than one or what? Let's talk a little bit about...
we all write.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Well, we all contribute. I guess I write.
You did nothing.
I've contributed nothing lyric-wise.
Like some of it is angry with an edge, and some of it is like political. So just talk about some of the stuff you've written and what you think works or what you wish would work better or whatever.
I guess we just write about whatever we're feeling in that moment. There's no real we might write like a ska song one day and then like a country song the next day, and we don't like to try and stay in one genre. That gets boring too
Sometimes
quickly.
the content is critical of the system. Sometimes it's about, like I heard one where a couple were trying to survive, and it seemed like everybody but them were going to like just self-explode, and they didn't know if they're going to be there with them or survive it or whatever, you know.
Yeah, talking
it's kind
about
of a love
the
song or whatever.
talking about the political aspect of things is important, but you also have to think about just the human aspect of things a lot. I think sometimes, especially in punk bands, that gets left out. That bands think of people not as people, but part of a system, which kind of goes against, I guess, what a lot of punk bands.
Sometimes punk is just what it is. It's like it's against. It doesn't have to be anything, but it's just we're not.
Yeah, we're not
Beatlemania
that.
or something like that.
Yeah, it's just anti.
Yeah. That's why this interview is so hard. I know the point is not to react or whatever, and the language is often sort of like against the context, yeah. So, but do you find it difficult to sort of be fresh? Because this one quote that in a review just says that taking all the romanticism and the sophistication out of it, like you do pretty well with what you do. You know, like you've got a new edge. It's not you found something to do with punk.
I think we're just doing what a lot of other bands did, but we play banjos and washboards and wash tubs, so it seems like we're doing something different, which is cool. But I'm glad that people think it's different and fresh. And
well, you're an artist, right? So you want to touch it somehow, even though you don't.
Yeah,
you don't necessarily want to make it like a new movement.
Yeah, we want to take from our roots because we all grew up listening to punk bands and things.
How about the people who don't write? Do you find a lyric that you like? Wow,
yeah.
That's a good guy.
Yeah, he
definitely
can speak to all of us, and when we'll kind of contribute to our own backup vocals too. He'll make us sit down and write down some lyrics. Do this now.
Definitely, as far as lyrics go, he's excellent at that lyric writing. It's really
Although
good.
Whitney does write every song that's like our well-known songs. Like I'll write like an entire album, and the one song she writes like everyone knows. Like War Off the Vultures, like she wrote Now I is like one of the only songs she wrote, and everyone that comes to our shows knows that song. And then the album before that, Here Goes Nothing, she wrote The Reprieve, which is going to be in a movie called Midnight Abyss, directed by a local director named Stephen Wolfe, that'll be coming out in August.
She's McCartney, you're Lennon.
Yeah.
I do hear there's what's wrong with the silly little love song? I did sometimes only a woman sings your song. You have just one female lead, right?
Yeah, that's Whitney, and a lot of
it's sort of a different thing. Like, do you consider two different sounds, or I mean, it's the same band and the same kind of genre, but it's a different mood or something?
Definitely different sounds.
It's just because we have different writing styles, and I don't know. Sometimes, like when we write songs together, it just kind of merges into, like, I don't know.
The whole album.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, and there's a consistency in that choice. Yeah, for sure. We're going to take traffic and weather. Listen to a short piece of theirs pre-recorded, and then we'll be back with another guest. But thank you guys for coming by. Why don't you, talk about where people can reach you by email or phone or whatever, and then we'll talk about the event and move on down to the next segment.
Cool.
Where's the website again?
ReverbNation.com/Daze and Daze, or you can find us on Facebook.
You want to spell that out?
Yeah, it's a DAYSN apostrophe DAZE.
The apostrophe isn't necessarily needed.
Yeah, you don't have to type that, but
freedom is great. And the album release is tomorrow night at Natsu's. That's The address is 314 Main Street. So thanks for coming by. It's great seeing you guys.
Thanks for having us.
What energy early in the morning.
Yeah.
Wake up and have your coffee. All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll be right back with our guest, who is a painter, Sandra York. Stay with us, Living Arts.
You're listening to Pacifica Radio, KPFT Houston. The time is 6:32, and here is an update on traffic and weather. There is a two-vehicle accident on 45 southbound at FM 1959, and two main lanes are affected, and the current temperature is 79. Skies are clear. Humidity is 68%. Today's forecast for Harris County is partly cloudy with a 20% chance of showers with a high of 97 and a low of 77 degrees. Air quality is in the good range. And now back to Living Art.
Yes, Daze and Daze. Daze and Daze. So they're at Natsu's tomorrow night. Real fun band, good kids. Thank you for coming up for sure. And thank you for listening. And thank you, Sandra York, for stopping by. You're a visual artist, a drawer, painter. And